Developing tonight, our interview with the Duggar family has now been seen by tens of millions of people. It has generated thousands of print stories and touched off a new debate over one of America's most famous families and the life they have lived, both on and off TV. Dana Loesch hosts Dana on the Blaze TV and is the author of the new book, Hands Off My Gun. And Robert Zimmerman is a Democratic strategist and the co-founder of Zimmerman Eddles on Public Relations. Great to see you both. What is it about the Duggars, Dana?
I think that they share something with all of these other reality families, be it the Robertsons or anyone else, the Kardashians, anybody else that's ever had invited cameras into their home and has made their family life content. I mean, people, the American society, they love that. They're very voyeuristic and they love watching this. It's an escape for them, just as watching anything else is. They feel like they know these individuals. But that doesn't justify the
enormous interest in this particular family. There's something about the Duggars. Go ahead, Robert, and then I'll get back to Dana.
The reality here is that they're just not another reality TV show, another American family we're all watching. They're the Lindsay Lohan family with Bibles. I mean, their conduct.
Give me a second to process that.
Or you could say Mrs. Duggar's Joan Crawford with a Bible. The reality here is that their show, the way they dealt with this terrible tragedy, was one issue, but the other point is they put themselves out there as the epitome of conservative values, as ambassadors of Christian values, yet they use their position and they use their celebrity to preach hate-mongering and fear, especially towards the gay and lesbian community. Even so far as Josh Duggar being executive director of the Family Research Council, an organization that even attacks our servicemen and women who are gay and links homosexuality to pedophilia.
The Family Research Council is definitely against gay marriage, no question. Go ahead, Dana.
Can I correct Robert's cultural example just for a minute? His reference to Lindsay Lohan with the Bible accurately. It would be Lena Dunham with a Bible, or perhaps Bill Clinton with a Bible. That's a little bit more. That's a little more apropos. But wait, that's right. You celebrate those individuals just like you celebrate Alfred Kinsey and everyone else. No, that's the big difference. The big difference is your double standard.
No.
The difference, Robert, is your double standard.
No,
you can still believe that what happened. Robert, act like a gentleman. Let a lady finish. Come on. You can still believe that what Josh Duggar did was abhorrent, as I do. I think it's disgusting. I don't think that there's any excuse for it. However, I don't crawl into these families' minds and say, well, I know their repentance and their allowance for grace better than anyone else. But you do, and that's the marked difference.
Go ahead, Robert.
Might just make a point. I'm not trying to crawl into their minds. I'm just reading what they say publicly. And what the Duggar family says publicly, what Josh Duggar says publicly, is the worst kind of hate-mongering and fear-mongering.
Can I ask you that, Robert? Because I have looked back, obviously. I've done a lot of research now on this family. And, you know, Michelle, I get it with the robocall. She compared transgendered people to child molesters, which I asked her about.
You did indeed.
But Josh, he's made a lot of statements opposing gay marriage, you know, talking about family values and the need for a mother and a father. Is there something specific that he has said beyond that you're thinking of?
He has a leadership position in an organization which has espoused the most hateful rhetoric towards gay servicemen and women in the military.
It's the Family Research Council Alliance.
All right,
I'm genuinely searching. But what do you think, Robert? Do you think that there is a greater desire to sort of celebrate their troubles because they have been so outspoken on the issue in particular of gay marriage?
No, I honestly don't think that's the issue. I think it's that they hold themselves out there as paragons of virtue. And the way the family
responds. The hypocrisy.
The hypocrisy is the issue, plus the hate-mongering. And I go back to that point, Megyn, because for Josh Duggar to associate with, to take a leadership role in a hate-mongering organization, to attack the gay and lesbian community, it's fine if he's opposed to marriage equality. But it's wrong for him to try to use faith to preach fear and prejudice.
Well, Josh,
I think I would disagree with Robert in that, because if you want to talk about fear-mongering and hate-mongering, which isn't a substitute for just thinking differently and being of the faith and thinking differently on same-sex marriage, you have to look at the head of Mozilla who was driven from his job. Look at all of the individuals, the Benham brothers, the Robertsons. Any Christian, Megyn, in pop culture is eviscerated by the left if they hold a position of faith on a social issue. And this is just a vehicle through which to further attack Christians. They're exploiting it.
No, it's
great to see you both. I got to leave it at that.
Okay.
Thank you,
Megyn.
both.
Good to be with you.